And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Okay, so this weekend, next up for us is Arsenal versus Liverpool in the FA Cup. In today's video, of course, we are going to be discussing the massive news ahead of this clash. Quite a lot of stuff to actually go through from both sides and both camps, whilst also going through a few other bits and pieces within the Liverpool space. Also, as I stated, guys, it has been a very quiet transfer window thus far for Liverpool, despite other teams in and around us looking like they're trying to make moves to try and bolster their squad for the second part of the season. As I stated before, David Ornstein's came out, Paul Joyce's came out, and basically said that we aren't probably looking or actively looking to try and improve our squad this January, which has frustrated some fans. Again, I'm not going to say all fans. I made that mistake in yesterday's video. A lot of fans just trusting Jurgen Klopp and trusting the crop of players that we currently got to deliver us a title. However, a lot of the fans, I would say 60 to 70%, are a bit frustrated with the lack of movement. I've said vocally, and I'm not going to make this video about that, I've said that we do need a centre-back to provide extra quality if we want to compete on all fronts, both domestically and in Europe. And the amount of cup competitions that we're still in at the time of recording, I think we need another defender at least. Just one signing. And I think there's a lot of quality out there to try and get. I know that we're going to be doing a defensive rebuild in the summer, but let's get ahead of the curve now. Let's bring in one quality addition now to try and make a serious push for this title. But look, guys, I'm not going to talk about that too much in today's video. It's more about the massive news ahead of the Arsenal game. In terms of actual transfer news itself, all of our transfer business at this moment in time is with regards to recalling players from their loans. Some may be going out the door, some are here to offer squad depth like Nat Phillips and Owen Beck, but other players like Fabio Carvalho is expected to them to go out the door, so we will keep you up to date with regards to those transfer deals as and when they happen this January. But as I stated, guys, we are next up against Arsenal, bit of a break from Premier League football, and the FA Cup, an FA Cup that we last won back in 2022. Of course, we did the Cup double. I do like the FA Cup. I do love winning the FA Cup. I do like winning the cup competitions. But this season, I don't think is our priority to win the FA Cup. I don't think it's our calling this year. I really do think that we can win the league. Second to that's probably the Europa League. And just because we're so far into the EFL Cup, I'll probably put that in third place. So I don't diminish the FA Cup. I'd love to win it. But, of course, I don't think it's our main priority. And it's quite good to have a little bit of break from Premier League action just while we have got a bit of an injury crisis at this moment in time and players are away. In terms of going into this game, guys, we have got, as I said, 9 senior players going to be missing for the match, and basically those players are Dominic Szoboszlai, who Jurgen Klopp confirmed would be missing the next 2 games, the trip against to Arsenal and of course against Fulham in the first leg, but did state it doesn't look super serious. Mohamed Salah, who's obviously gone, Wataru Endo, who's obviously gone as well. As I said, they joined the list of Andy Robertson, Kostas Tsimikas, Joel Matip, Thiago, Stefan Bajcetic, and Ben Doak. On Kostas Tsimikas, it does seem as though there is some positive injury news regards to him. He's been seen running on social media again, and it does look as though that he could be making an imminent return. I don't think obviously, it's not going to be over the next couple of weeks to play, but certainly he doesn't look far away at all, which just goes to show how quick he's actually overcome this injury, because it was suggested that he's going to be out for a considerable amount of time. But him back in training, back on the grass again, is very good to see. Now, Liverpool aren't the only side that are going to be without players. Of course, they did get some positive injury news, as Zinchenko looks like he could be fit to play Liverpool, of course, after returning from a calf injury. However, Arsenal still will be without sort of Jurgen Timber, Thomas Partey and Fabio Vieira. Obviously as well, Tomiyasu has joined Endo with the Japan squad, so he'll be missing for the Asia Cup, and El Neni will, of course, go out with Egypt and link up with Mo Salah, so he's going to be missing as well. But yeah, so there's their sort of team news going into that clash. And if I had to guess their actual lineup for the match, I would probably go with Ramsdale in goal, White, Saliba, Gabriel, and then Kiwa, one of their younger players, Rice, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus. That's my sort of team lineup there for Arsenal to play against us. But yeah, I mean, a bit of a rotated team, of course, they have to. Probably not their strongest team that they've got, but certainly enough quality on the park to make something happen in the game if they need to. Now, as I stated, guys, Arsenal have been struggling as of late. Of course, they've lost their last 2 games, obviously up there to be potentially title challengers this season. But, as I said, it hasn't really gone to plan. Of course, losing to Fulham in their last game out on New Year's Eve, but then also losing to West Ham United in the game prior to that. Obviously, before that, we did draw with them at Anfield 1-1, with their last win coming on the 17th of December, which was a 2-0 win against Brighton. They haven't been in the most prolific form as of late. So if you actually count up their last few games, obviously Aston Villa, PSV, Brighton, Liverpool, West Ham, Fulham, they've had 1 win in their last 6 games. So they are struggling for form at this moment in time, and a good opportunity to go and play them. But, you know, I do expect a response, especially after their last 2 defeats. But a good opportunity, again, to try and get into the next round of the Cup. There is a lot of Cup action happening this weekend, as it is in the 3rd round. It's pretty unfortunate that we did get a Premier League team and one of the top 6 teams in that sort of 3rd round. Usually you don't really see them until the sort of quarter-finals. Usually you hope for a sort of League 2, League 1, maybe a Championship side where you can rotate the squad and see the younger players play. However, as I said, we've got Arsenal, who are a very, very good side in themselves. But here's hoping we can continue our winning run or our unbeaten run, rather, and yeah, try and progress into yet another Cup, into the next Cup round, and then, of course, move our attention towards Fulham before getting back to Premier League action, with a bit of a break in between against Bournemouth. So here's hoping. But we'll certainly find out very soon. With regards to other stuff, guys, that's all I've really got for you today. As I say, quite a lot of information given out today with regards to the clash, of course, players coming back and players being missing, and obviously the opposition and all the rest of that as well. So, yeah, that's all I've really got for you today, guys. As always, do let me know your thoughts on the information we provided you today, and let me know your score predictions down there in the comments section below. Do you think we'll get to the 4th round of the FA Cup? Yes or no? And if so, what is your score predictions? I'm going to go with a 2-1 Liverpool win, and we're going to get into the next round of the Cup. Here's hoping. But Liverpool fans, that brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Remember, we do have Liverpool t-shirts available on our website, so do browse the collection by going down into the link in the description or going to copyclothing.com. We've got a new drop coming to you very, very soon. Take care. Look after yourselves. Peace.